to pick up my voice?
Yeah, dude. Where's the recording device? Give the recording device.
Can do, buddy. Thank you.
Excited about this match?
Huh?
Are you excited about this match?
Absolutely. This is going to be awesome. I'm so excited that I need water to not die. Serge, what is with your jersey?
Yeah, for the most part.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2021 VLA Cup. I'm Rob St. Clair, and behind me right now is developing perhaps the match of the day. Rukkus from SoCal against the Chicago Icemen. I hyped this up as perhaps a championship preview, and I'm not kidding about that. This is going to be absolutely electric. Rukkus, first thing this morning, very early morning match, actually lost to the Boston Bounce like 16-14 set 5 in what must have been a crazy match on the other court. So that was big news. Very, very notable result that I'm excited to watch back later. And the Chicago Icemen making their debut on the weekend right now. So they came in this morning and they are ready to play. They have a title to defend. The last time we were in this gym, the Chicago Icemen held up the trophy. So Rukkus has a tall order. If they want to dethrone the champions, they're going to have to play some really professional, high-level, complete volleyball. But they certainly are built to do that. A lot to talk about both these teams. A lot of players, a lot of relationships, a lot of back and forth. These guys know each other pretty well. And you might notice on the other court over there an equally good match going on between Team Pineapple and Chicago's Sweed, which is in set 4 with Sweed leading 2-1, which is unexpected too. And awesome. These matches have been so good. The level of this tournament is so high. And this match starting here behind us is going to be no exception. So thanks for joining us. If you're not already, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Press the subscribe button. Costs you nothing, but helps us out a lot. Or if you want to watch all the matches on both courts all weekend, consider joining the channel as a member for just 99 cents a month. Pretty good deal if you ask me. And if you want to know any more about the tournament, about everything that's going on, check out the website and check us out on Instagram. So I think warm-ups are over, and without further ado, let's get to some volleyball. That's what I do. Welcome, everyone, to the 2021 VLA Cup. I'm Rob St. Clair. Thanks so much for joining us live for this Pool A matchup between the Chicago Icemen and Southern California's Team Rukkus. The stars are out in force. Some gigantic names in the volleyball world on both these rosters and suiting up. And the first big question to answer is who the starting lineups are going to be. So Chicago on the far side in white and blue. Ooh, okay. So I'm really just learning this now, as you guys are. The outside hitters, Will Kraft and Mike Mikolau, two big names just coming back from good seasons in Europe. Middles, Brandon Poindexter, Bobby Walsh, big names as well. Opposite, Griffin Shields, who's amazing. setter Tim Faulkner, who captains and runs the team and was all-tournament setter last summer, and Peter Jositis the libero. Huge lineup. And starting off for Rukkus in blue, serving on the near side of your screen, rock star setter Joe Kawiakamoa. Here we go. Perfect pass right away by Kraft. And tipped straight to the floor by Mikolau. What a choice. One-on-one, had all the court in the world to swing at. But brilliant vision, just tips that straight to the floor against the block of Michael Wexter, number 1 in blue, who is a Chicago native, the opposite out of Pepperdine. So one of many connections here in this match. Awkward look there. Free ball opportunity for Chicago here right away. Where does Faulkner go? Mikolau again. Another roll shot, this time dug by Garrett Como. Wexter dug by Kraft over the top of the block, but a net violation committed by Chicago. So the outside hitters for Rukkus, number 4 in blue, Caleb Denmark, another guy out of Pepperdine. And serving here, number 22, Serge Nadazhdin. 6'7" outside hitter out of Long Beach State, who is an absolute beast at that position. Very dangerous server, but eaten alive by Jositis. Big attack to Kraft. What a block, but an even better cover. Good play by Kawiakamoa. The back row setter couldn't dump that over. And I believe it ended up being Max Chamberlain, the middle, number 13 in blue for Rukkus. It ended up sending that ball out of bounds. So nice block against the Chicago Bic, but Faulkner there to cover that block. Basically created that point for Chicago. Very interesting scramble there. That serve by Faulkner missed uncharacteristically out of bounds. And our first look at number 13 in blue, Max Chamberlain. 6'7" middle blocker out of Pepperdine, as Mark Olson, number 14 in blue, enters the match for the first time in the other middle blocker spot. Good jump spin serve, handled really well by Mikolau. And he's rejected cross court by Olson. Big number 14 in blue, Mark Olson, making an impact right away. In Chicago in rotation 1 with Mikolau, the outside hitter, hitting on the right side in that rotation only. Finds the double block that time, 3-2 Rukkus. Faulkner handles it off the tape. Jositis is going to platform set this ball. Griffin shields well outside the net as to send over a free ball. Denmark down the line. Off the block, off the defender, and out of play. Really nice free ball offense facilitated that time by Joe Kawiakamoa, number 8 in blue, the rock star setter out of Brigham Young. Played a couple years in A1 Italy. He's played a lot of outside hitter lately since coming back to the States. But back to his home native setter position in this tournament. Just out of bounds that time by Chamberlain. Mike Mikolau from Trevor, Wisconsin, the first All-American in the history of the Conference Carolinas at Erskine. Good pass that time by Nadazhdin. Olsen, hammered crossbody. What a pass that was. Serge Nadazhdin absolutely eating that tough serve, making it look easy. Got to talk about these two liberos. What a matchup this is. Number 21 in black on the near side, Garrett Kamizarek out of the University of Hawaii, nicknamed Como. And Peter Jositis on the far side. Oh, ace serve, Michael Wexter. What a lucky break off the tape. Anyway, Jositis, a Southern California native from Manhattan Beach before winning a college national championship for Loyola Chicago in 2014. So some familiarity there as well. More traditional rip that time by Wexter. This is Shields on the right side, cross court, dug by Wexter, but overpassed. Shields again over the top of the block and barely missed out of bounds. That did not miss the end line by much. That's a good call. That's a very good swing by Griffin Shields. Number 13 in white. The 6'9" opposite out of Carthage College, who just recently won the national championship in Division III. Shields, another ace serve by Wexter. What a changeup and a huge run here for Rukkus. Leading 8-3 early on in set number 1. Wexter again takes some off this time. Perfect pass by Jositis. Kraft misses it out of bounds. Was up early, wanted the sharp cross-court angle, but a little bit underneath that ball. Absolutely no spin on that ball and misses it wide, so the run continues. I think Rukkus has a sense of urgency that they really need here after dropping a match this morning in a nail-biting 5-setter to the Boston bounce. You see Mikolau finally miss that serve out of bounds. This is Chicago's first match of the weekend, like I said, so unsurprising that it's taken them a little bit of time to heat up to the level of this competition. Rukkus with their foot on the gas right away, and the server here, number 15 in white, Bob Walsh, middle blocker out of Lewis. Down the line by Denmark, but just out of bounds. That's a correct call. That missed the sideline by just about a ball width at most. Did that clip Nadazhdin on its way out of bounds? No. Wow, that was close. That float serve by Walsh drifted long, but I thought Nadazhdin may have gotten a piece of it. No touch called. This is Caleb Denmark, 6'4" outside hitter out of Redlands. Misses that jump serve short. You've noticed a lot of Pepperdine guys on this roster. Wexter, Chamberlain, Denmark, and Kaveen Vaz in this roster as well. But another notable Pepperdine alum, Dave Wyzorek for the Chicago Icemen, not suiting up this match. We'll talk about him a lot later, but the reigning MVP of the last VLA tournament played in this gym last summer. By the way, elsewhere in the gym, going on to court number 2 right now, Team Pineapple and the Chicago Sweed are going to 5 sets and just about to start set 5, which has been a great match so far, so that is definitely worth talking about. Shields out of the back row. What a dig by Wexter. What a roll shot by Nadazhdin. That is incredible transition offense that time by Rukkus. A really good dig by the opposite Michael Wexter. And you're going to hear me say a lot. A beautiful delivery by Joe Kawiakamoa, and an excellent off-speed choice by Nadazhdin. 12-6 Rukkus. A serve right on the sideline. Mark Olson with that vicious hooking hybrid. Look how far on your screen that ball moves from right to left. That thing has so much of a wicked tail on it. I can understand why Jositis got beat to his right that time. Goes for that same shot, but misses it a couple tiles out of bounds wide. Seven serving 13. Chicago in a hole early on here in set number 1. But obviously a lot more volleyball left to play. Service error that time by Kraft, another Carthage alum. Kawiakamoa opting for the float serve. He's got a jump spinner as an option as well. Poindexter, wrist away. Around the edge of the block off the fingertips of Como and out of play. Poindexter, reigning all-tournament middle blocker from last summer's tournament. Boston native from Cambridge, went to Boston College. Just an incredibly physical dude. 6'9", really well built, and continuing to learn the game at this high of a level to match with his physicality. Nice piece of offense that time from Rukkus. Running that bick to Denmark out of the back row. But Poindexter doesn't have like a Division I college program on his resume, but he is just as good of a middle blocker as anybody else in this gym, make no mistake. Nadazhdin misses that serve short. The lead trimmed back to 6, which at this point early on, midway through set 1, is pretty substantial. The setter, Faulkner, serving, working on Nadazhdin's hands. Chamberlain tipped out of the middle. The diving play made by Jositis. Mikolau in transition. Sharp cross-court puts it away. Exactly what the Chicago Icemen needed right there, and what they're really, really good at. Block and transition defense. Totally this team's calling card. Nice read that time by Jositis on the off-speed shot by the middle Chamberlain, and they turn it into points right away. Another tough hand pass by Como this time. This is Wexter way out of system. It'll be a free ball handled by Walsh. Shields high into the block of Denmark on the right side. Now to play, and another point for Chicago on the serve of Tim Faulkner. The Rukkus lead down to 4. You've heard me talk about so far already this weekend, if you've been watching the previous matches, how scoring points on serve, generating service runs, is not all about serving the ball hard. It's oftentimes these float servers that are really able to score points for their teams. Right here, Denmark way out of system. What a play by Jositis! Mikolau rolled it into the block. He's stuffed. He was trying to get the reset there and get that covered. But the touch off the block that time of Wexter and Chamberlain was too good. Chamberlain, the lead back to 5. Cuts that jump serve short. Read well by Jositis. Walsh bombs away out of the middle. And the former National Blocker of the Year, his junior year in college at Lewis in 2015, Bob Walsh getting involved this time on the offensive end. You might have seen Lewis University in this year's NCAA Final Four. But when Walsh played for him, they went all the way to the championship game and deep into set 5 where they lost to fellow Chicago school, Loyola Chicago. So a lot of Chicago area dominance from those couple years. Michael Wexter, you've got to be kidding me with that swing. I can watch that all day long. Wexter hits the ball down the line better and maybe just more visually appealing than just about any right-handed opposite that you'll see. That is just a thing of beauty right there. Obviously, you can do some damage serving, too. One-handed set has to generate a free ball here. Where does Kawiakamoa go? Denmark straight down the line, right on the sideline. And the Rukkus sideline is going insane. 2 straight down bombs in a row. And Rukkus manager Chris Yanamura correctly crediting Michael Wexter with the service pressure, setting all that up. Wow, what a sequence of points that time. And we talk about all the time how momentum-based of a sport volleyball is. Take a wild guess where the momentum in the gym is right now. Olsen threw the block off of Faulkner and down, and a pretty good read that time by Poindexter and Shields, trying to block that 31, but just a little bit of a gap between the two of them. This is Denmark. Really good pass by Jositis. Shields on the right side, high into the hands of Nadazin, kept alive. But a net violation committed by Rukkus on the block will give Chicago the point that time. I don't think, if I'm remembering correctly, that Griffin Shields has scored a point offensively yet. He's gotten a couple looks, taken some good high swings, but Rukkus has done an even better job defending those angles. Tight pass. The pineapple attempted by Kawiakamoa, but just out of bounds. Mikolau chasing, watches it fall wide of the sideline. The Court 2 score, by the way, is 9-4 Team Pineapple in set 5, so Indiana forced the side change against Chicago's Sweed, and are looking like they can take that one after definitely being pushed to the limit. Nadazin against one blocker puts it away in the middle back. Just fantastic setting that time by Kawiakamoa. Anytime a hitter gets a one-on-one opportunity, you can thank the setter for generating that for them. And guys at this high of a level should put that ball away against one blocker every time. Olsen again. Passed right on the net by Jositis. Thrown down by Nadazin, but kept alive. This is Kraft. Cross court and puts it away. Huge swing that time for Chicago to have any chance in this set. And they very much do. Down only by 4. 16-20. Clips the tape by Kraft. Kawiakamoa one-handed to Chamberlain. That ball's kept alive. Where does Rukkus go here on the free ball? Kawiakamoa takes a swing. Kraft can run it down. And it's hittable for Mikolau. Mikolau again puts it away. What a play by Chicago. Two incredible defensive scrambles. And the fact that that bump set from maybe 50 feet away by Will Kraft was hittable for Mikolau completely turned that point around. Mikolau got a reset into the block. Got up in transition, put that ball away. That was a really high-level play. The deficit back to 3. Good flat float serve by Kraft. Chamberlain in the middle, right through the arms of Poindexter. And puts that Rukkus lead back to a more comfortable 4 points. As Kawiakamoa goes back to the line against Chicago's rotation 5. Perfect pass by Mikolau. One-on-one destroyed cross-court, but what a dig by Como. Again, cross-court, this time through the block of Chamberlain and down. Mike Mikolau has been the guy so far for Chicago offensively. And it looks like as Chamberlain and Wexler went up to block that ball that Chamberlain might have caught an elbow from Wexler to the back of the head or neck, so he'll get a second to shake that off before Poindexter serves. Nadazin on the right side, good block touch by Mikolau, but just wide on the Rukkus side. Nadazin, a huge option in rotation 1 when he hits on that right side. Played a good bit of opposite at Long Beach State. Very comfortable hitting that ball down the line over there, which not every right-hander is. 22-18. Over the top of the block by Mikolau. Good defensive play made. Excellent set to Wexler on the right side. And he gets the block touch and it deflects long. Really good transition there by Rukkus. Starts off with a good block touch and a good first contact by Nadazin after his serve. Nadazin again. This will be Shields a little bit out of system against 2 blockers, cross court, and just missed wide. That could have gone either way, but hit out of bounds by Griffin Shields. And Chicago's going to have a chance against a team like Rukkus. I think that opposite spot is going to be really important for them. Set point Rukkus, 24-18. They've done a nice job pushing back against a little Chicago run back against them. Good pass here by Kraft. Mikolau tipped over, thrown back by Chamberlain, but kept alive. Wexler again into the block of Mikolau. This is Denmark out of system. Pretty good block touch from Faulkner. Shields, that ball way under set. Rukkus has a chance here. Chamberlain for the set, and he puts it away. Weird little misconnection there, but touched by Faulkner on its way out of bounds, and that's it. A pretty convincing performance there from Rukkus out of SoCal in set number 1, 25-18 over the defending champion Chicago Icemen. But there is so much more volleyball to be played in this matchup, and you're not going to want to miss it. Stick around. hop on the couch here? Is this off? No. It's on. Come on. So before we get to set 2 of Icemen Rukkus, the other match going on, I mentioned Team Pineapple had forced the side change against Sweed in set 5. That score now 13-11 in favor of Team Pineapple, but they just called the timeout. So Sweed is making that very interesting over there as they're approaching. I don't know. So somebody's going to have to go win that match, and it's going to be really close. It seems like an incredible matchup so far. Okay, I just noticed a service error over there. So 14-11 Team Pineapple on the other court, but focus back here to Icemen Rukkus. Icemen on the near side, Faulkner serving. No lineup changes for either team that I can see right now. Faulkner working on Como to his right, dumped to the floor by Kawiakamoa. That was a great pass by number 21 in black. Garrett Como making that move all the way to his right sideline. Perfect ball right on Kawiakamoa's head, and he throws it down while he was still in the front row. Pass by Mikolau in rotation 1. Walsh into the block, covered easily by Kraft. Walsh again, the off speed. That pancake play was made. Free ball here for Chicago again. Bick to Kraft, absolutely crushed. And that is such a good set choice by Tim Faulkner. No blockers home for Rukkus. Will Kraft had the entire court to swing at. What better than right down the middle? And sending Mike Mikolau back to the line. Thanks to Dan Palikowski in the chat, checking it out. These matches all the way from Denmark. Yeah, Dan, I noticed the same thing. No blocks or aces after set 1. Both things that the Icemen really rely on to score points for them. Service pressure and blocking. So that is definitely a storyline. Rukkus has been passing the ball really well. Perfect pass by Mikolau. Kraft tipped straight down the line. Oh, I just love that choice so much. Look how high he's jumping. These guys are so ridiculously high in the air. And against one blocker, they have whatever they want to hit at. But we've seen it twice now. But just as effective as to tip it straight to the sideline. Good serve by Walsh. Oh, Denmark that time off the block of Shields and out of play, and Griffin can't believe it. Man, if you're Chicago trying to receive Rukkus on serve, there is just no breaks that you can take. Chamberlain really dangerous here out of the middle blocker spot, as is pretty much everyone else, top to bottom on the roster. That's a really good pass by Kraft. Shields is rejected by Olsen. Challenging that high cross court and blocked like high and deep into the court with nobody back there for Chicago to cover. That is very high-level volleyball played way above the height of the net at only 8 feet. Faulkner out of system. Kraft against 2 blockers. Pretty good touch by Olsen to slow it down. Olsen in transition, available on the back one, and hammers it off the block of Poindexter into the floor. Talk about middle blockers making a difference, man. That was basically a free ball for Rukkus generated by Mark Olsen's block touch, and then he busts his butt to be available offensively in transition. Kawiakamoa finds him. Great high-level middle blocker play. Wow, Kraft barely able to keep that alive. That's a really good bump set from Mikolau to Shields. But another chance here, Denmark, dug by Mikolau. Kraft high into the hands. Oh, Kawiakamoa, great fake, but a good read by Kraft. Good rally developing here. Shields blocked but covered again. It can't be rescued by the ref stand. Another block by Olsen. And Shields right now ice cold, but not in a good like Icemen sort of way. Let's see if he can find the line. I think Rukkus is leaving it for him. If he lets that ball cross his shoulders just a little bit more. Ball missed out of bounds by Chamberlain, but I like him going for it wrist away that time. One way to get yourself back into a match is the way that you serve, especially if you're a big, dangerous jump server like Griffin Shields is. Let's see if he can create some momentum for himself here. Down by 3. Pretty good one handled by Nadazhdin, a little off the net. This is Wexter on the right side. Into the block of Kraft is covered. Oh, that's got to be a double contact, and it is. Rukkus frantically telling Mark Olsen to send that ball over because off the block that deflected off 2 different players. And as he did, he double contacted the ball. So nice block that time by Will Kraft. Shields again. Just out of bounds that time. And by the way, the Court 2 match is over. Team Pineapple taking it 15-12 over Chicago's Sweed. So a really good match that was happening on Court 2. Hopefully some of you that were watching that match have tuned in here to Icemen Rukkus. Wexter handled by Jositis. Shields out of the back row. Into the block again, and he's rejected. Olsen is all over Griffin Shields in that particular matchup. But I like the fact that Faulkner's continuing to go there. Rukkus is just playing so hot right now in every area, and it's all starting from the service line. Another cut short. That pancake play made by Mikolau. Kraft rolled over, picked up by Denmark. Olsen in transition. That ball just a little bit underset on the 31 and missed short into the net, which is a huge break for Chicago. This is Kraft, his team trailing 5-8, as a very good low flat float serve. There it is, right on cue, ace serve off the spinning platform of Serge Nadazhdin. Love it when I praise a server. Not only he puts his serve in, but he scores right away. Let's see if he targets that same spot to Nadazhdin's right. That's exactly where he goes. Como fills the seam. Olsen wrist away on the 31. No doubt about that one. Nine serving 6. Denmark serving against Chicago's rotation 5. Mikolau and Poindexter, the front row options. But it doesn't matter as that serve's missed short. I think it might be about time for Chicago to get in the stat sheet in the stuff block category. Let's see if it can come in this rotation. Pancake play made by Shields. Mikolau send. No, can't quite send over the free ball running by our down official there outside the antenna. So a nice off-speed offensive choice that time by, I believe it was Caleb. No, Serge Nadazhdin for Rukkus on the left side. I like that choice a lot. Here's Olsen. You noticed the damage that he did in the last set serving with this unique little hybrid. Okay, going for that same shot to position 1, but misses it just short. Faulkner, the Icemen setter, captain, VLA board member, and occasionally can throw the rock around a time or two as well. Ooh, good-looking serve, missed just wide, well watched by Como. I like that he's targeting that spot, though. That far sideline working all the way across the court really makes it difficult on passers to get their body around that ball. Oh, excellent set by Faulkner, but a good block touch slows Mikolau down. Chamberlain in transition on the 31, straight to the floor. What is Chicago going to be able to do to challenge this Rukkus team? They have just operated at such a high efficiency and look so comfortable right now. Really good serve that time by Kawiakamoa down the line. Shields dug by Como. Oh, really good high swing by Caleb Denmark right off the fingertips of the block in an extremely out-of-system situation. And everything going Rukkus's way right now. 13-8, already up a set. Rotation 1 receive here for the Icemen. Nicolau on the right, sharp cross court and in. Oh, that ball called out of bounds. Okay, that call as the ball was just wide. I'm not sure I agree with that, but it was very close. Kawiakamoa again. Ball may have been going out of bounds as well, but stabbed at by Nicolau. Shield sends over a free ball. Wexler on the right, thrown through the block of Walsh and down. And Chicago's got to call timeout here to stop this run, and I believe they will. Yes, they will. Couple points in a row here for Rukkus against the Icemen. Rotation 1, which we talk about all the time, is an area that some teams struggle to side out of. Case in point right here. We'll be right back with more from the 2021 VLA Cup. $15-8 Rukkus out of the timeout. Kawiakamoa going to Kraft down the line. Shields. What a play by Como. Incredible. Shields again, and he's finally on the board offensively with a really good swing through a seam in the block. Could that be a start of a Chicago turnaround? Let's see what kind of damage Nicolau can do from the service line. Good hooking serve working on Nadazhdin. Wexler against 3 blockers. Did he get the fingertips? No. I agree with that call. Wexler a little underneath that ball. That all started from really good service pressure from Nicolau. So a big point on serve there for the Icemen. Now against Rukkus's rotation 1, and I mentioned how important Nadazhdin is as a priority on that right side in this rotation only. Doesn't matter though, because that serve missed out of bounds. Nadazhdin, really good pass by Jositis. Kraft. Oh, nice play thrown into the block of Wexter and just out of bounds. Really smart wipe that time by Kraft. All he wanted was to find the outside of Wexter's outside hand. Throw it, make contact with that, and get the ball out of bounds fast. Nice play. Good touch by Kraft. Nicolau set this ball in transition. Shields against 3 blockers. Really good high swing, deflects out of the reach of Kawiakamoa. And a big bailout swing that time, delivered by Griffin Shields in an extremely out-of-system situation. And that is exactly what opposites of this level have got to be able to do. Good float serve by Walsh. One-handed set to Chamberlain. Transition opportunity here. Kraft against 2 blockers. Cross court. Did he get the hands? No. That ball missed way out of bounds. So a little momentum there generated by Chicago. Back within 5, not as bad as it was before. They've got to side out a very tough server here. And Max Chamberlain, who puts some serious pressure on right on cue. A free ball sent over by Shields. Wexter! What a block by Kraft, but somehow covered. And off the block of Shields and out of bounds. That is an unbelievable cover. I think that was Kawiakamoa who got underneath that ball somehow. I was ready to lose my mind at the level of that block by Will Kraft. But Rukkus walks away with that point. What a turnaround. And a huge play, a 6-point lead versus what would have been 4. Chamberlain again. Overpass by Kraft off the tape, but Kawiakamoa takes the first ball. Denmark off the block and just out of bounds again. That's 2 really unlucky bounces in a row for the Icemen block. Denmark challenging it, and so far he's gotten away with it. 19-12 Rukkus. Chamberlain again. And a sigh of relief for the Icemen as that ball missed out of bounds. What is Chicago going to do to score some points on serve? Normally that question's easy to answer. They put service pressure on, they block balls, and they transition the block touches that they do give. But that hasn't happened so far this match. And that ball missed by Olsen. Wide of the sideline, tipping that ball out of the 31. So definitely an unforced error there. Letting Shields continue to heat up, serving for the Icemen. That was not out by much. But Nadasden and Denmark knew it right away. 2014, Wexter had a crazy run in set number 1 that got Rukkus the lead that they were able to maintain. Let's see if he can do it again. Brilliant pass, but an even better block. Kawiakamoa and Olsen closing the door on Poindexter that time. Not fooled at all, and Faulkner apologizing for that set choice. Didn't fool anybody on the Rukkus side. Nice work by Kawiakamoa being there to help. Wexter cuts that one short, handled easily by Mikolau. Poindexter again is blocked by Olsen. 2 in a row, and that connection not quite there now in 2 consecutive instances. Part of the Icemen offense that we expect to be such a well-oiled machine, but really hasn't been that way so far. 22-14. Wexter again going after that one. Nice rescue by Faulkner, but a 3rd block in a row by Mark Olsen against Brandon Poindexter. 3 consecutive plays, 3 consecutive middle sets, and 3 consecutive stuff blocks for Rukkus, and now this set is really all but over. 23-14. Great pass by Mikolau. Kraft is rejected by Olsen again. What a ridiculous run of blocking this is. Mark Olsen is absolutely everywhere. I can't remember the last time I saw a middle blocker get 4 stuff blocks in a row. Now a 10-point lead and the same number of set points here for Rukkus on Wexter's serve. Nice set from Kraft to Shields. Good dig by Wexter. Denmark for the set, and that's it. Wow, absolute domination by Southern California's Rukkus over the Chicago Icemen in set number 2, 25-14. I cannot believe the level of volleyball that Rukkus is playing right now. And I can't tell you I've ever seen the Icemen this rattled by the way another team has played against them. Just incredible stuff. Totally one-sided so far, but again, Chicago, the reigning champions, are not going down without a fight here. Set number 3 coming your way in a few minutes. Stick around. Want to take a chance in the break to say what's up to the chat. Hi, YouTube chat. I'm watching you. I can see what you guys are commenting. What's up, out of system guys? Glad to see you're joining us. Congrats to our Hawaii champions once again. It's been cool to meet and hang out with Gassman and Anastasiadis today so far. And boy, do we have a match here on our hands. Chicago. I've never seen, and I've watched the Icemen play volleyball in and around Chicago for many, many years. I've never seen them like soul searching in a match like this. I've never seen them get beaten in such a way that they feel like they have no momentum. And that is exactly what Rukkus have done to them so far. I can barely believe it. Lineup change in here. Nadazhdin for Rukkus to the bench, replaced by number 24 in blue, Liam Maxwell. Out of Belmont Abbey on the East Coast. A really good player in his own right. No changes that I can see for the Icemen right now. They start receiving. Oh, the joust won by Faulkner. Nice play by the offensive Chicago setter. Love that. Timmy taking advantage of the 1 point. He's in the front row before going back to serve here. Not a good pass by Denmark. This is Wexter against three blockers out of system. Faulkner makes the play on the tip. Shields has got to have this. Did he get the touch? No, he did not. Decent looking high swing. All he wanted there was fingertips, but he did not get them. So now our first look at Liam Maxwell from the service line. Just an excellent all-around player. Played really well for Rukkus back in Phoenix in February. Working on the seam between Jositis and Kraft. Shields over the block, but dug by Denmark. Sharp cross court. Chamberlain on the back one in transition is dug by Jositis. Nice shot that time by Shields, keeping the ball in play. Denmark sends over a free ball. Where does Faulkner go here? Shields again, thrown down, kept alive by Kawiakamoa somehow, and another free ball. Chicago's got to have this point. Walsh into the block, another chance. Walsh again, kicked, still alive. Nicolau down the line, dug by Como. Still alive. Shields, did he get the touch? No, he did not. What a play by Rukkus. Absolutely insane. Oh, man. That is an all-time rally. You need to clip that highlight right away. The digs, the swings, and eventually the hitting error by Chicago. But Rukkus is absolutely everywhere. 2-1, and Chicago continues to be trapped in rotation one. Perfect pass by Nicolau. He'll get this ball on the right side. Tipped over. Como makes the play. Chicago's free ball offense has got to be better here. Kraft, and he misses it out of bounds. I cannot believe it. I've never known the Chicago Icemen to be unable to terminate free balls. But 2 points in a row now. They've had like 5 or 6 chances. And they've lost both of those points, including a couple hitting errors. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Maxwell again. Pulls that one across, trying to go to Nicolau in position 1, but misses it just wide. (3-2) Rukkus. Nicolau serving here for Chicago, who's got to find a way to put some pressure on. And he can't. That one not even close. Chamberlain now 4-2. We've seen him be dangerous throughout this match. Rotation 2 receive here for Chicago. Nice pass by Nicolau. Kraft off the block of Wexter and out of play. Really important swing there for Will Kraft. It is crucial for Chicago's chances in this match that all 3 of their pin attackers start to figure out ways to score. They've taken a lot of good swings, but Rukkus has just blocked, touched, or defended them. Look at that approach path by Olsen. We've seen him do this before. That one, though, missed out of bounds. We're tied up at 4. Definitely a sigh of relief there on the Icemen side. But that's a scouting report thing. You've seen Olsen run that across the net wacky approach path before. Denmark detonates it cross court against a one-on-one. Really good set that time by Kawiakamoa. Poindexter in the middle for Chicago stayed home, expecting a repeat to Olsen, and that is not what Kawiakamoa did. 5-4 Rukkus. Just out of bounds that time on the serve of Wexter. Tied up at 5. Big rotation here for Chicago. Rotation 4 receive for SoCal. Good serve by Shields. Maxwell can run this down, but a free ball coming here at best. Chicago absolutely has to have this point. Poindexter, and they don't. Another hitting error on a free ball situation for the Icemen. I can't tell you guys how uncharacteristic that is. Against a team as good as Rukkus, you cannot let those chances go without taking advantage of them. Another block by Olsen, this time a triple against Will Kraft, and this is shaping up to be an all-time blocking performance. I love being a former middle blocker. I just love seeing middles that are able to really have their own impact on a match, but I didn't expect this level of impact from Olsen. Transition opportunity here. Denmark out of the bit. Good dig by Shields. Right on the net, set to Kraft. Into the block is reset. Another stuff block, this time Kawiakamoa. All over Kraft with Olsen there as well again. And Rukkus, as they've done obviously in the 2 previous sets based on the scoreline, are starting to separate themselves now 3 points in a row. Not a good pass here by Kraft. He'll have to take an out-of-system swing. Smart tip over the block. Denmark picks it up, but a set over on 2 by the front row setter. Joe Kawiakamoa finds the deep corner in position 5 and scores. And everything going the way of Rukkus out of Southern California right now, so much so that Chicago needs a timeout to figure something out here. Wow, I cannot get over this, you guys. I hyped this up to be one of the most competitive matches all weekend. And the level has been high, but the level has been high in a one-sided fashion. Now, what I would be very interested by is to see if either of these teams, if these 2 teams in particular, match up again in the bracket stage of this tournament. It's very possible, but it wouldn't be until the semifinals at the earliest. So definitely something to follow along with. And if you're wondering about the pool and bracket structure of this tournament, the VLA Cup here, check out the website. The link is in the description. On all kinds of info about the pools and the bracket can be found over there. Not a good pass by Kraft out of the timeout. Again against 3 blockers. Stabbed at by Denmark off the block touch, but can't quite be kept alive. So an important swing there by Chicago to get that point out of the timeout. And they trail by 3. 3 points is nothing for a team as good as Chicago is, but that's just not the way it's felt throughout this match. That feels like an insurmountable mountain to climb against a team playing as well as Rukkus has. Perfect pass by Como. Wexter out of the back row, through the block of Poindexter and down. Looks like a service sub's going to come in here. Number 7 in blue, Jeff Schmitz. The backup setter replaces Mark Olsen to serve and play some defense. Schmitz, a suburban St. Louis native from Fenton in Missouri, played a couple years at Ball State here in Indiana before transferring to UC Irvine. Poindexter is rejected by Chamberlain. I cannot believe this. I've never seen the Chicago offense fail to score points out of the middle like they are right now. I just can't get over how well Rukkus is playing in every area. (11-6). Perfect pass by Kraft. Mikolau thrown into the block of Kawiakamoa. Generates the reset. And another stuff block! Kawiakamoa straight down. Shuts down Mike Mikolau with Max Chamberlain there as well. There is nobody really anywhere in America that can beat this Rukkus team if they play this well. I cannot get over how well they're playing right now. 12-6. That time, Mikolau into the block of Chamberlain and way out of play. Do you guys remember that this was 5-5, like it feels like 30 seconds ago? And now 12-7, a 7-2 run by Rukkus to really open it up here in set 3. Oh, and a lucky ace serve that time by Brandon Poindexter, clips the tape and falls short on the Rukkus side. Let's see if that could be a little bit of a spark that Chicago needs. Not a very good pass by Denmark, but with no libero on the floor there, the deep pineapple-looking tip by Kawiakamoa, good enough to score. Really smart play by number 8 in blue. (13-8) Rukkus against Chicago's rotation 6. Mikolau and Walsh, not a good pass that time by Kraft. Shields out to send over a free ball. Crushed wrist away by Chamberlain. Just everything going Rukkus' way right now. The serve receive for Chicago has not been good. Normally a huge strength of theirs. Look how much space there is to Peter Jositis' right, the Chicago libero. Connection not there again for the Chicago middles. Shields off the tape. Barely kept alive by Denmark. Thrown through the block by Wexter. But Shields has to send over a free ball, but just barely out of bounds. Wow, the Rukkus run continues. 10-3. Now the Rukkus run. It was 5-5, now 15-8 as Kawiakamoa continues to serve. Shields through the block, dug by Denmark. Wexter sets Denmark, who puts it away crossbody out of the pipe. You have got to be kidding me. You just can't even invent more ways that Rukkus is able to score points. We've actually seen Wexter set before. He did it for about half a match back in Phoenix in February. Walsh tipped out of the middle. Como makes the defensive play. Chamberlain in transition. A little bit of a swing and a miss that time. The connection not quite there on the transition 31, but obviously no harm done. Faulkner serving here for Chicago. In rotation 1, Maxwell handles out on the right side, gets the ball, good quick footwork, and he puts it away cross court. That is a difficult thing to do. Outside hitter in rotation 1, steps in to hand pass that ball, gets his feet all the way outside the court, and gets set a fast ball in position 2. That is really impressive athleticism from Liam Maxwell, and he goes back to serve here with an 8-point lead. Mikolau into the block of Denmark, and just off his outside hand and wide of the Chicago sideline. This is Mikolau, down by 7. I can't even believe I'm saying that. Now down by 8 once again. Rukkus really looking for an all-important sweep here in Pool A, especially considering their loss to the Boston Bounce this morning, 16-14 set 5. This would go a long way, very much alive to win this pool, despite that morning loss. Shields, good touch by Denmark. Nice out-of-system set by Maxwell, but Denmark sends it over cross court. Kraft into the block of Wexter. A good coverage play made. Oh, that's a great rip by Kraft, number 88 in white. Sharp cross court off of Chamberlain, not a play. But it's going to take a miracle now for Chicago to bring this thing back. We'll see if Mark Olson can cement an MVP-level middle blocker performance in these last couple rotations. Not that time, though, as the serve was missed, and now Wexter, 19-11, looking to serve this thing out in style. Ooh, good piece of dodgeball played that time by Mikolau in the back row for Chicago, diving the floor to avoid getting clipped by that serve on its way out of bounds. Good serve by Shields. Como passed well off the net. This is Denmark. Thrown into the block of Faulkner, and he's rejected. That was touched by Maxwell on its way out of bounds. So finally, a stuff block for the Chicago Icemen. I think that was the first one. Shields handled much better this time by Como. Denmark cross court. That's going to be good enough to score. Really impressed by Caleb Denmark this match. Has done everything well. And you can really say that just about every guy top to bottom on the Rukkus roster. Passed the ball well, hit the ball well in out-of-system situations, and a back row attack violation this time called against Mike Mikolau. Stepped on the 3-meter line as he jumped to tip that ball out of the pipe. 21-13. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this match is pretty much over. Rukkus on the doorstep of a 3-0 sweep, and again, an all-important one. What a bomb down the line that time by Griffin Shields. Okay. I like seeing that. I know Chicago's obviously got that in their bag, and they're going to need a lot more of that throughout this tournament. That was a back row attack, too. Can't believe the guys at this level that can jump so high and so broad from behind the 3-meter line still put balls down like that. Good block touch that time by Chicago. Kawiakamoa to Olsen. Nikolau's got to have this, and he doesn't. Another stuff block by Joe Kawiakamoa with Olsen there as well. The blocking performance from Southern California's Rukkus in this match has been all-time great. Easily double digits as a team, and approaching double digits by Mark Olsen himself. Shields out of the back row again. Pretty good block touch by Maxwell, who transitions hard and gets set that ball on the left side. Puts it away through the block. What a play by Liam Maxwell. And I talked about his effort and athleticism earlier, making that play in rotation 1 on the right side. Same thing there. He gets up with a very good block touch and just works, put in the effort to get back and get some good footwork in transition to get set that ball. That is a high-level outside hitter play. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I think a net violation is going to be the call. Yeah, a late net violation, the call against Rukkus. I guess during that block move. Unsure of why that call took so long to make, but Chicago does score that point. The score now 15-22. Chamberlain tipped over the block. Shields can't quite make the pancake play defensively. Off speed, by the way, tip and roll, an underutilized option for middle attackers. I really like that because defenses can't possibly expect it coming that fast. Good serve that time by Kawiakamoa. Going with the jump spinner this time. Faulkner off the reset. Shields out of the back row. High into the hands and puts it away. And even if Chicago can't pull the miracle to come back and win this match, it is important that they establish a rhythm with all three of their pin attackers, and they obviously have several options. With Griffin Shields in particular, I really like what I've seen from him this set, despite the score, versus what we saw in the first two. Good pass that time by Maxwell. Chamberlain absolutely hammered out of the middle. And that brings up match point. 8 of them. Rukkus with a virtually endless number of opportunities to win this match 3-0 and cement the most dominant performance of the weekend by far here in the early going on Friday. Maxwell goes for it all, and you got to respect that, but misses it short. And all they need is one side out here, rotation 2. Denmark, Wexter, and Chamberlain, and all Pepperdine front row, the hitting options for Rukkus against the serve of Mike Mikolau. He misses it short, and that is it. Wow. A quick 3-0 win in just over an hour. This match started barely over an hour ago, and it is already over in 3-0 fashion. Southern California's Rukkus has dismantled the Chicago Icemen, the defending champions. A very surprising result. Not that Rukkus won, but that they won in this fashion. Very, very, very impressive. So Rukkus is done for the day. They finish 1-1, but about as good of a set record as you can ask for with a 1-1 finish, losing in 5 and winning in 3. So definitely in the driver's seat to win this pool if Chicago is able to rebound and beat the Boston Bounce later tonight. So that'll be an interesting one, and easily 3-way tie could come into play here in Pool A.
Rob, I thought I knew volleyball, but after seeing my team like that, I don't know volleyball.
So coming up next on the live stream court will be a very interesting matchup between New York's Team LVC. This is Pool B, by the way. Team LVC beat the New York Pride 3-1 this morning. They will face off against the Southern California Rising Tide, who beat Northern California's SportConX also 3-1 this morning. So the winner of that one will win Pool B, with the loser taking second place. So that's coming up next at 5 p.m. Eastern, just about 2 hours from now. So a nice little break before then. But if you want to watch more volleyball, tune into Court 2. We got a match going on right now between SportConX and the New York Pride. So if you want to watch Court 2, consider becoming a member of the YouTube channel. Press that join button. It's only 99 cents a month, a pretty spectacular deal for all the volleyball that we're going to give you. So I'm going to grab a couple Rukkus guys to interview about that just ridiculous performance, starting with Mark Olson, of course, a well-deserved match MVP. Just want to get their perspective on how they were able to make that look so easy. And then we'll see you guys at 5. We'll see you guys at 5 for that Pool B title match between LVC and Rising Tide. So let's get to some interviews, but want to thank you guys in advance for watching the match. Mr. Mark Olson, ladies and gentlemen. I believe the final tally... Actually, do you want to guess? Do you want to guess how many blocks you had?
I'm going to guess 9?
11.
11. All right, that's crazy. That's definitely a record for me.
In a 3-set match, and one with like scores like that, double-digit blocks for one player is an all-time performance. Especially that run there in set 2 when you had 4 in a row. Like, come on. And I love when a middle is able to really like have take control of a game like that. But I don't know if I've ever seen it at that level. How did you pull that off?
I mean, we knew this team was going to come out hot, but I don't know. We were in the zone, and we were super comfortable up at the net. I mean, we were reading very well. Our pins were setting the block up perfectly, so it made my job a lot easier.
Yeah, talk about being in the zone. I think that's just the best possible way to say it. It's difficult to pinpoint what you guys did well because it was everything.
Yeah. And
I think that just means you're in the zone. So, like, how do you replicate that as a team? Now that you've figured out how to do it once, perhaps, how do you do that again tomorrow?
It's a lot of mentality, I think. A lot of teams, they'll come off super hot, but throughout the game, throughout the match, they kind of lose their composure. But I feel like we have we have a great team. All these guys, we mesh very well, and I think this is just a start. We were fired up after that 5th set loss earlier this morning, but I think we're in the zone right now.
I was going to ask about that because now bounce is really good, and it was really early in the morning. But it felt like you guys came out with a little chip on your shoulder after that. And Chicago, coming in their first match of the weekend, just was not ready for what you guys came at him with. So did that have anything to do with it?
Yeah, I think we knew we want that first round bye. Any team does. And we knew we had to come out very strong because it's Icemen, number 1, you know. Right. And I think we did a great job.
Yeah, mission accomplished. Like a 3-0 in like pretty much an hour is the last thing I expected about two teams that are this good. Incredibly impressive stuff, dude. Congrats, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hey, Caleb. Come here.
No. It's Max, bro.
Come here. Or, Max, you can come here too if you want.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, both of you. Okay, boys. All right, Max Chamberlain,
Yes.
Caleb Denmark. Was that just being in the zone, or what?
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. I mean, that was flow state, baby. You love to see it.
You guys did everything well. The stuff blocks were obvious. I just got word from the chat that Mark had 11. But you guys as a team, like, you were everywhere too. You were everywhere. Joe was everywhere. I don't understand how you guys did that against a team that's that good. Tell me about, like, how much fun was that to play on the sidelines during that?
Man, it was great. I mean, we were surprised, honestly, seeing how good they were. Seeing how good we all played together. Joe was amazing, man. Everyone played really well. That's all I got to say, man. I'm still, like, in shock by how well we played.
Same. I was too. I really didn't even know what to say. I'm like, it was difficult to put words to just how well you guys played.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, how do you keep doing that? How do you do that again tomorrow?
I think we prepare the same. I think we're all in a good spot. We're all happy to be here. Jazz to be with the boys, you know. Like, mentally we're all good. So I think we just come in the same way we came in today, just fired up to play. Yeah.
Same?
Absolutely, man. Let's go. RUKK, us.
Well, a lot of Pepperdine boys. I like to see that. Well played, boys. That was incredible. Really incredible to watch. Well done. Oh, yeah. I already got him. Yeah, what a performance, ladies and gentlemen. I am blown away by the level of volleyball that Rukkus just displayed, taking it like the defending champions in Chicago, a really, really good team, and just dismantling them. Not what I expected, but boy, was it fun to watch. So, like I said, if you want to catch the Court 2 match going on right now, looks like it's 14-14 set 1 between New York Pride, featuring some recent Hawaii national champions, and SportConX from San Francisco, who's loaded as well. Join the YouTube channel as a member, and you can catch all that one. If not, we will see you next year on Court 1 at 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm Rob St. Clair. Thanks for watching.